Good morning. Just gonna get my hair done. Get real fancy. Anyways, I was just thinking about haircuts and things like that, things that we do. And just thinking like how so many different stories I hear about people is like, you're like, where have I heard this before? Oh, I am on the driveway. And I'll hear a story and it'll sound all familiar, and I'm like, where have I heard this before? And I'm like, the Bible. Very similar to the story in the Bible. And I started to realize that things are on somewhere sort of cycle in this world, because as you get older, you start hearing the same stories about different people. So I heard somebody was talking to me a couple of weeks ago about this girl and situation that she's in, and she's telling me a story, and I'm like, why do I know this story? Exact same story from a couple that I knew like 30 years ago. Same thing happening. Like identical. Word for word. Just so strange. So it was kind of funny because I said to her, well, let me just tell you a little bit about how the first round, or probably not the first round, the round that I knew of, went. This is what happened. So maybe try not using that method. Other than that, it's all up to destiny, right? The challenges are out here. Some people are facing the exact same challenges, don't even know it. Some people actually hate each other are in the exact same boat and they don't even know it, but they can't see straight through their hate, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I honestly only knew a handful of Bible stories, like from my youth, the ones that they told us fanatically or whatever all the time. And you know, about Noah and the ark and Adam and Eve, and just a very few bunch. So it's funny enough, like when I'm on the internet, Bible stories pop up all the time now, which they certainly never did like 3 years ago, but a lot of the stuff that comes on my feed is like Bible stories and what actually happened in the situation, and kind of picks it apart to explain what it all means. And it's crazy the amount of stories in the Bible that actually happen in real life. Look at it and you're like, wow. Yep. And then you're like, wow. I've met a lot of people, a lot of Jesuses in the form of people. Or the things are not Jesus himself, but people who emulate Jesus. They're everywhere. And it's funny when you hear somebody doing something. A lot of times you don't hear what these people do because they don't advertise it. They don't post it. They don't tell people I'm out here doing God's work. They just go out and do it. And God sees them do it. And that's obviously enough for them. And God smiles down on them. But yeah. It's like this world of stories, and you hear the same ones repeat themselves, and you're like, why? Why did that have to happen again? I already heard about that on the news before. We heard about that in 1962, and then we heard about it in 1982, and then we heard it in 2002. It was like, one that blew me away was I had, this isn't biblical, but I have same dates. My grandmother and aunt were killed in an accident. Yeah, it was fully an accident. My grandma and aunt both lost their lives. They had a head-on collision with a transport truck, and it was devastating for a lot of people, for the entire family, the entire community. Everybody knew them, just amazing humans. Can't believe that happened. And then 10 years later, on the exact same day, a girl that I lightly knew and her mother were going to meet a family member at the school bus or something in the morning, and they were killed in a collision. And like, it was 10 years to the day later. Basic same thing, mother-daughter out on a country road. Anyways, I mean, maybe it doesn't mean anything at all, but watch your patterns in your life. I think you start like reminiscing about the past and start trying to bring it back to yourself. Things will come to you, and it's like you start seeing all these different lessons that you had in front of you, all these different helpers that you had in front of you. Like the angels stand out, like they really do. But anyways, I'm gonna go in and get some highlights in my hair. And I know it's not the natural thing to do, but sometimes I gotta be girly. And my hairdresser is like the best hairdresser. I mean, I actually know a lot of really amazing hairdressers. But this girl got me. You know, I was doing my own hair at home and box dyeing my hair and totally destroying it. And then she did it for me once. She told me she did hair. She did it for me once, and then I went to her ever since because she's freaking perfect. And we have amazing conversation because she's a fabulous human being. So it's gonna be a good day. I was gonna be going to get a tattoo, but by the time I heard back from the guy, he wanted to do it at the exact same time as my hair appointment. And I already committed to my beautiful hair lady, so doing that. I'll get the tattoo later. It's gonna be so cool too, because like, you know, when you get a tattoo, a lot of people are very exact on what they want. Last one I got, I actually had to give them pictures of exactly what I wanted, because I was tracing it, and I was like, "Are you not an artist?" And then he's like, "No, I just literally started this." And oh, that was after it was on my arm. It was all good. It turned out really good. Turned out good. Mama tried. And my mom used to always say, "Love you more than banana cream pie." So I got the piece of pie for her. But a lot of people think it says Mama fried because I look back on the picture I gave me, missed a little loop right there. But yeah, Mama tried, Mama fried, whatever. It's all relevant, right? It's good. Anyways, this guy just gave him a couple pictures and said, like, I don't want like a replication of those pictures, just so you can put those things together. And I went and looked at his page, and his page is freaking amazing, so I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited to go do that. I'm quite excited to see what he comes up with. And where it is, I'm not really going to see it, so. My very first tattoo I got on my butt, so never got to see that one. Yeah, my secret tattoo. Anyways, have a beautiful day.